Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matthew Verghese, and I'm here today with Mr. Edward Eways, interviewing him on empowerment through our community. If you're not aware, Edward Eways has been heavily involved with the town of Portchester for at least the last 10 years, 10 to 15 years, and he has done several events, 10 high-profile events, including a Stay in School campaign, drug awareness campaign, and most recently, American Cancer Society event. Edward, welcome.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely. Just going to ask you a few questions, and we're going to go through some of your videos. First, let's start with the title itself, Empowerment Through Our Community. What does empowerment mean to you?
Empowerment, what it means to me, Matt, is actually inspiring others to come together to give back and do the right thing towards the community and school district. When I think about empowerment, and I think about the last 10 years of all the events that I've been able to be a part of and all the wonderful people that have been a part of it, I see how they've empowered each other to make these things happen for causes bigger than themselves, really. And it's a beautiful thing to watch, because what you see is you see unity amongst everyone. You see everyone come together from all different races, all different religions, all different political stances. It's all put aside for the common goal, and usually the common goal in the programs that I've been able to do are to make a difference in other people's lives, as far as Cancer Society, drug awareness, Stay in School, or any topic that I feel or that other people feel is an important topic, and try to make a difference in other people's lives.
So let's go to the beginning. Why did you first get involved in the community?
Well, my father, for many years, owned a business in this community. And it was actually a restaurant, nightclub, but what it was he tried to reach out to the community. He did different things like No Booze Night, where he had kids come once a week, and there was like no alcohol served. It was just to get the kids off the street. Wow, that
sounds amazing.
Thank you. And he had a special education Christmas party for all the special high-risk kids once a year. He tried to do different things, even though it was a business and it wasn't something that I was involved in. What I've done is not restaurant, but he did stuff kind of for the community through his business. So I got interested in doing stuff in the community, but a different type of thing. I was big on the sports aspect, and I felt that I can use sports as a carrot to reach the young people to come together, as well as the people in the government and in the school district, to come together in an event that would really promote this community and this school district in a positive light.
If someone wanted to do what you did, what are let's say the three most key elements to starting an event or doing an event?
Well, to start an event, it's the follow through is very important. You can't do something like that halfway. When you want to do an event, the first thing you have to think about, and in my events there's always a cause behind them, because I think it shouldn't just be an event, it should be an event with something more meaningful behind it. And you have to be passionate about a certain cause at the time, for one, because every single one of these events we've always had the charities come down, and all the money and everything that came through the events, we made sure everything was handed to them. It has to be something that is a passion to you, because you have to care about it. You can't just want to play a basketball game or want to play a softball game. That's one of the most important things. The second most important thing, I think, is to make sure you have the right people involved, the right dependable people involved. Because if you don't have dependable people and people that care about the causes as the same way you do, it won't work. It'll go halfway, or it won't be what you visualized it to be, which is important. My father always taught me to visualize something and actualize it. And when you visualize something, that's fine, but to actualize it, you got to have all the right components in place. I think it has to be the right charity, the right cause. It has to be a passion behind what you're doing, the right people in place, and you have to follow through. You have to stay on people, continue to pump up the event, continue to make them feel empowered about what we're doing, continue to make them feel prideful of their school district, prideful of their community, for this to happen. And all the way to the end. And it could take 6-7 months for a 2-hour thing, but it's important to follow through in something like that. Because, more people get involved and they're sacrificing their time for these type of programs, and if you don't follow through yourself and make it happen, you're letting a lot of people down.
So what has been your passion to do these events? What has been the reason you followed through or gone forward or made things happen? What has been your driving force?
In the beginning, my driving force was basically I just wanted to show some creative talent that I've been blessed to find in myself. We all have different types of talent, you know. And it kind of developed into really loving where I'm from and really caring about a school district that gave a lot to a snot-nosed kid running around here when I was a student. And it just, you know, I can't, there's nothing to explain why these things were able to occur outside of just having phenomenal support and being lucky enough to find an ability that I have to do these things, and to see the people's faces in these events, you know, to see people come out of their shells and to just not have all the petty stuff and all the things in the world to distract them, really just be themselves amongst others, really be a family. And that really made me inspired after the first one. And people just wanted more. People just wanted to do more of these programs. They wanted to include themselves in giving back to the Portsmouth School District. They wanted to feel good about where they're from. And I saw that, and that made me feel more positive and more energized to do this, you know. And it just continued, and I never thought in my life we'd do 10. Because, you know, after you do one, you know, you got to have the next one's going to come, and you got to make people just as excited about the next one as the last one. And
so did you do one every year, or how did it work out that you did 10?
I did 9 in 9 years, and I took a few years off, and then when I lost my father to cancer, the Portchester School District and the community came again together for me to do the American Cancer Society Basketball Classic.
So in the span of 9 years, you did a lot of events. There must have been a lot of people involved. I mean, who have been the people that have been integral in helping?
There's hundreds, literally hundreds of people.
So speaking of, you know, following through and, you know, finishing off a project, what has been your passion? What has driven you to go forward and...
My passion doing these events and being involved in the school district and the community, as I have been blessed to be able to be, is I wanted to make some type of a difference. I just felt that I had a need to make a difference in my community, to give back to my school district. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, but I felt that sports was a great thing, and who doesn't like a basketball event or a softball event? And I had some causes that I really wanted to get out there: stay in school, drug awareness, American Cancer Society. I really thought that those were tremendous causes to promote, and I really wanted to promote the Portchester School District and the Portchester community in a positive light. And I had a wonderful support cast to do it. And so that's what really inspired me. I wanted to be creative in some sort. I wasn't sure how in the beginning. And then when all this kind of came to light, it was actually events. And it just was, one was successful after the other, and everybody took to it in such a wonderful way, and it really accomplished what I wanted to do by giving back to the school district and the community.
And you said you've done a number of events. How many have you done total?
10.
And in a span of about 10 years?
10 years.
So you must have dealt with a lot of people. I mean...
Literally hundreds of people, Matt. There's so many people and so many different groups of people that when I think about it, I have no idea how everybody got involved, but they did, Matt. And it was just an amazing experience for myself to see so many people come together, and hopefully for everybody that was involved over the last 10 years. I mean, the Board of Education, the school district in a whole, the clergies in the town, the government, the youth, alumni, police, fire department, just literally hundreds of people from out of the community that came into Portchester to do something positive. And to be able to do something like that in your hometown and in the school that you graduate from is a tremendous blessing for me. It really was a dream for me and something that I wanted to accomplish.